G'day guys, it's Phantom, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I watched this on Friday when it came out with the whole fam, so that was pretty cool. This movie broke me. I've been thinking about this movie all weekend. It's been sticking with me. Ryan Coogler did a fantastic job. He had one of the hardest jobs to do, but he did it so well. I've seen his previous work, obviously Black Panther, the first one, Creed, Fruitvale Station, which are all amazing movies. I knew that he was going to do great in this film, and he did the best he could. With the passing of Chadwick Boseman, which shocked everybody, including myself, because he was literally the best actor in Hollywood. Every single movie that he was in, he was the best part of that movie. And he should have won that Oscar in 2020, but yeah. This movie though, I'm not going to compare it to Black Panther. I'm going to review it, talk about it independently. Yes, I'm going to talk about the positives first. Across the board, the performances is some of the best of the year. Letitia Wright as Shuri has some of the best character development, has the best arc of the movie, and the best arc of pretty much all the MCU, with her grieving over the death of her brother and the king. She did great, and her development in this movie was just fantastic. And Baku, it was probably one of the funniest characters in the movie. He every second that he was on it, you just kept laughing because everything that came out of his mouth was comedy gold. I feel a bit bad for Okuyu. I don't know if that's how you say it. I apologize if I get it wrong. Pretty much like the whole movie, she was just getting bullied. But it was kind of fun at the same time. Angela Bassett though has the best performance. Give her the Oscar. I don't care for any other actress in the supporting role for this year. She killed it. She was absolute powerhouse. Absolutely mesmerizing every time that she was on screen. There was some characters though that didn't really get that much character development. That being Martin Freeman's character. He didn't really need to be in the movie, but obviously because he was in the first one, he had to be in here. That backstory, that side plot was probably the least interesting part of the movie. If that got cut out, it wouldn't really change anything, which that subplot is about like 10% of the movie, or no, it's about 10 minutes of the movie. And if they use that 10 minutes for something else, like character development for other characters, then it would have been fine. The score as well, the music, absolutely great. The music by Ludwig Göransson, absolute masterful composer. He composed the first Black Panther, which is honestly one of my favorite soundtracks of all the MCU. The score, it won the Oscar, which it absolutely deserved it. The music, yeah, it's great. I'm already reviewed the soundtrack for the movie, so go watch that. I was talking about like how the movie might, my opinion on the soundtrack might have changed when I watched it, and it did. It absolutely enhanced the story so well. And it being almost 3 hours, it didn't really feel long at all. It honestly felt like the same length as the first one. The pacing was very well done. It does get a little bit fast. Some things are a little bit rushed. But the good thing is that it doesn't feel like 3 hours. So I was happy about that. Villain, Namor. His motives and his character is probably one of the best MCU villains ever. I believe that Killmonger is a little bit better, but he is a fantastic villain. The negative that I have with this movie, I don't know if it was just my theater. I might have to watch it again. That being the visuals, they can be inconsistent. The cinematography is great. The lens that they use, though, I don't think that they should continue using that lens because it doesn't make the picture like good to look at. I've seen other movies with the same lens. Some of them did a good job, but some movies with the lens, it can either make or break the movie. With this movie though, the cinematography is great, but the lens kind of ruins it. It's kind of like it's blurry on like the top and the bottom, which kind of puts it off. And some of the CGI as well is a bit inconsistent. There's some scenes that you can clearly see it. But yet again, if I saw it again if a different theater, or if I saw it on a 4K TV, then it could enhance the movie even more. But Ryan Coogler did a fantastic job, and him dealing with the loss as well. He just did it well. The first 5 minutes, some of the best filmmaking that I've ever seen. It's almost all in one shot. It's I'm not going to say anything about it because it is heartbreaking. It's some of the best filmmaking, best performances, and the silence for the logo, opening logo. I almost started tearing up. If you are easily to cry, definitely bring some tissues for this movie. The post-credit scene as well is really great, so stay for that. There's not the mid-credit scene. There's not a post-credit scene. So yes, I'll definitely stay for that. But yeah, definitely one of the best MCU. What it probably is the best MCU movie of the year. One of the best MCU movies in recent years. 100% go watch it. Definitely worth your time. Anyways, that was my review. And yes, have a good one.